where's our getaway?
Come to the driveway out front. Just follow the spotlight.
Is his name
I'll
Victor?
bring the car around.
Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
Is it Victor Sullivan?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I've assumed it was Sully Sullivan.
That's not right. That's all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You think Sully Sullivan wouldn't be a great name?
Your nickname would be SS.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things. Let's start with SS.
Yeah.
Welcome to On the Fence, the show that's about helping you decide about whether or not to spend your hard-earned money on the biggest and possibly best releases.
Sully!
Now, what? No, now you just sound like you have Tourette's.
Sully Sullivan.
Nick, what are we looking at today?
Hans.
Nick.
Video games
Well, that's
are happening.
literally the entire
All
premise
the time.
of our show. is
And you
video
know what,
games.
Hans? The biggest and best video games were released. We're playing Doom.
No, we're not.
Sick ass, this new Doom game.
I have told you before, if you want to do Doom, we'll do Doom. But right now, we're not playing Doom.
Hans, we're playing The Last of Us 2.
Nick, I fucking hate you sometimes. Nick, what are we playing?
Tomb Raider.
Actually, that's not far wrong, actually.
Hans, Uncharted 4.
A Thief's End.
Oh, it was just Thief's End. I don't think there was an A.
Thief's End. Looking at the box, it's Thief's End. Yes, we're playing the latest and last Uncharted. They'll probably end up making another one.
I think it will be the last.
You think Naughty Dog have enough?
I think they'll say, because The Last of Us did so well from that I feel like they probably feel they have another franchise on their hands now anyway, that they probably feel comfortable saying, alright, that's the end of Uncharted.
Right, yeah.
Yes,
so-
Hans, the fourth Uncharted game. The first on this new generation of systems. What was always considered kind of the crown jewel for Sony kind of in the last generation is finally on the PS4. Naughty Dog are back. They made their Last of Us. So now they're like, nope, let's do this. We kind of, from what I know, I've never actually played any of the other ones today, kind of feel like they wrapped up the Nathan Drake story and Drake's deception, but they're like, no, fuck it! Let's bring the old dog out for one more run.
This is definitely more of a get in.
We should have brought guns.
This is definitely, like, story-wise, this is a much more
Grounded?
final. There's more.
Finality?
Is that a word? I didn't want to say it in
Yeah.
case it wasn't. There's more finality to it, and it rounds it off really nice. In the last, like, in 3, yes, okay, it did a good job. Like, there was the happy ending, but it left a lot of questions unanswered. And 3 itself as a game wasn't great. Because it was the first one to introduce multiplayer. And a lot of people feel like they sacrificed the single player aspects for the multiplayer.
Well, I feel like a lot of issues from 3 also people feel stem from it was kind of the Naughty Dog B team making it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
No.
a lot of the main guys were off making The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of people feel maybe Uncharted 3 suffered a bit being developed alongside The Last of Us. So
Yeah. So they've actually added a lot of new stuff to the game. So, like, as you can see right now, this is a stealth mission. Now, the stealth in this is not... How can you put this?
it's not a stealth game.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
Get a good vantage point.
it is like... Essentially, it's a bit like the new Metal Gear, whereas you would use stealth to kind of thin the numbers of your enemies. And then chances are, like, you can clear an area. You can ghost through an area and kind of not get seen throughout the entire thing. But in this case, you know, a lot of the fun of Uncharted is the shooting in it. Like, it's a good fast-paced action shooting. that wouldn't feel out of place in any John Woo film sort of thing. But yeah, so like they've added stealth mechanics, which are pretty awesome. They've also added a lot of like, which you'll probably see later on. I'm going to play a little bit of this mission and a little bit of the next mission. You won't see it so much this mission, but in the next one, they add a lot of verticality to the levels, especially in like the combat situations.
With the grappling hook, I believe they've added.
Yep, grappling hook, but also like air takedowns and stuff. So
Yeah.
like you can run, jump off a ledge, and essentially knock a full out. But yeah, so currently we are. And at the minute, I suppose I should really talk about the story. Which is a
So this
big
is actually
point.
a big thing I want to bring up because Uncharted, I believe Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 were all written by Amy Hennig.
There's the ballroom.
Sure.
Driveway's
She then left Naughty Dog. She had nothing to do with The Last of Us, and she had nothing to do with number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's now at Visceral, actually, making that new Star Wars game that's coming out.
right side. Okay.
So
Everything's
she was the head writer,
Good look at me.
um, and then two guys took over to do Last of Us, which had a fucking incredible story,
Yes.
You're not supposed to be
like
there.
absolutely fucking outstanding. And now they're doing this. So
I'll tell you what.
how does the story hold up in this? As someone who's played
You have
all
some
3 of the other Uncharted games,
And you
It's-
how does it hold up?
More mature. Not in tone or anything, but the way that the story is written and the way the characters are done, it's a lot more mature and a lot less ham-fisted. So like, your girl Amy
I'm not in the
clearly felt like she was writing an action film.
Give me the
And for an action, like, writing an action films is perfectly fine. Sometimes it's good, but like, it's very much, oh, cocky, heroic guy, nothing phases him, such and such. In this, it's a lot more different, a lot more mature, with a lot more themes.
All right, fine.
Like, so for example, Nate is retired from the whole treasure hunting business in
what you've got.
come towards when you first come into the game.
Don't
He only comes out of it because of his brother.
Voiced by Troy Baker
Let's try.
in this funniest twist of rules ever.
Yeah. So yeah, and he only comes out of it, but like he is genuinely. There are bits of it that
come here.
there are bits of this, like there are bits of his life that it maybe implies he's not completely happy, but overall he is happy that he's out of the game, and he's only brought it back in because his brother needs his help.
Is that how you spell artifacts?
I don't know,
I'm
maybe.
really losing
I thought
my
artifacts was A-R-T-I, not
It
A-R-T-E.
could be American.
Possibly.
All right, look.
And the way it's written is
I'm a
like
little jet lagged.
essentially
How about we just call it even?
him going for his treasure hunting days. They write it as if he's almost like an addict. Like he is genuinely happy when he's off of it, but then the first taste of it and he's addicted again.
Or do you want
And
to
it
keep
kind of
being
he throws his
smart-ass?
family under the bus and stuff and
You know,
all
you're
this other
breaking
jazz.
a lot of expensive stuff.
And then you see a mirror between himself and between his brother. Not to mention like the character development
Wait.
amongst
It's in my back pocket.
all the characters. It's very subtle. There's like in video games, a lot of character development stuff is quite ham-fisted. It's not bad, but like there's giant jumps in the character development. In this, it's very subtle, and you can tell, you can see it, and you can just like understand. Like there's reasoning to it, and you can understand it. So yeah, no, the writing is
Alright, I'm at the car. Where the
very mature. Like it's just very clever, and like it wouldn't be out of place in
Lovely.
like cinema.
total chaos
And they also
They're trying to keep
they
the
don't
damn
it's a
February
lot like
freaking out.
The Last of Us. They don't sacrifice
Nathan, where you at?
Good question. You?
game, or they don't sacrifice narrative for gameplay. So there's actually like a really nice,
It's on the way.
like you've seen so far, like we've been sneaking and then there was a
Yeah.
fight, right? And now we're going back to this, to the climbing section. There's a nice kind of build to the climaxes, which is usually like a big shootout or a big action set piece and stuff. They're really, like, the writing helps, like, and they've paced it beautifully, so they have. But at the minute, so the whole thing at the minute is that we are trying to find an art. Much like any Uncharted game, you're trying to find an artifact that will lead to another artifact, that will lead to another artifact, that will lead to the treasure in the end. That's not a spoiler, that's just how these games go.
That's just Uncharted.
Yeah. So at the minute we are trying to find an artifact. Sam, which is Nate's brother, Nate and Sully are all trying to find this.
Sully Sullivan.
Victor Sullivan.
Sully Sullivan.
Are trying to find the artifact, or trying to find an artifact which is up for auction at the minute. Which is up for auction, and they don't have the money to buy because it's a black market auction. So they're stealing it instead. That is Sam, who is shooting. That's Nate's brother. This is an action film bit.
What?
That would never happen. That would never happen.
I like how he did sound surprised that he caught it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like tech, like, you know, hanging off of stuff. This is textbook Uncharted. And the shooting, like, the shooting in Uncharted is the best part of it. Like, it is, because it is genuinely, it's not like Batman, where, like, the action, or the fighting and stuff is, like, martial arts. Like, it is very much tooth and nail, just brawling. So, obviously, like, if I run up to someone, I can still have my punches and stuff. Oh, okay, there's people there. Never mind.
Yeah, well, now that they know it's you guys, they cleared the place out. Hey, ballroom it is. You get that, Nathan?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are currently trying to sneak out of here, and get out of the place. That was the wrong button. Something I'm not used to is having to hit X to climb over a wall or climb up onto a ledge. With Assassin's Creed and stuff, I'm
Just
so
press
used to pressing up, yeah.
Okay.
Like, for example here, right, if I'm going to stealth through this section, but I could just as easily, because I now have a gun,
Yeah,
I could
start
just
a
as easily start a firefight and wipe the guys out. So, it's a nice choice. It's nice that they give you the option, and it's done well enough. Like, it's not, the stealth isn't great, but it doesn't need to be. Because
sorry. Sorry.
you alright?
Yep. Sorry, all these flowers hit me work.
But just to clarify, so no one's freaking out. Wait a second, so he's gonna shoot me now.
Oh, I got pistol whipped, bitch! Damn it!
What?
They still have the goddamn have to press a button to pick up ammo. It's my least favorite thing in any game. We've come such a long way, I don't see why you still have to fucking pick up ammo with a button press.
Oh, doesn't make sense.
Pisses me off.
Oh, falling! I'm probably gonna have to fight a guy here in a minute, so. Grenade!
Granada!
Oh no, I've gone back into stealth. Never mind, I have not come back into stealth.
I just think he hadn't seen you.
But, like, you know what the thing, like, for example, like, I can run up and pick these things up while moving at speed,
Yeah.
you know? That's what makes it fast paced. I don't have to stop and go through an animation. Like, if I go, you know,
Yeah.
boom, done. Right, it's changed. There's so many things, like, just the natural movement of, like, him, like, not so much here, but, like, when Nathan's walking through a jungle, you know, he'll put up his hand to block himself from foliage, and, you know, he'll comment, or, like, let out a sharp breath if he goes into cold water. It's just little touches that really make him seem much more human. And also the climbing animations, I think they've always been great, but in this
Yeah.
one they really stand out. Like, he reaches out and grabs for stuff, and
Okay. Almost to the ballroom.
what? I don't think there's any bad guys here.
Nathan, I'm pinned down in here.
Um,
Ahead.
On my way, Sam.
okay, I don't know. This game, like, spoiler warning, but I really like this game. Aha.
No, I have seen, like, especially considering I think a lot of people were kind of iffy on 3. I think a lot of people have been saying this is kind of a return to form for Uncharted.
Like, 3 was fine, but they sacrificed a lot of stuff for, where'd he go? They sacrificed stuff for the... Oh, there's more bad guys here than there was last time. They did sacrifice stuff to get the gameplay in. Like, there's no doubt about it. What? Oh, come on! Where'd you come from? Right, where are you? There! Boom!
Jesus!
Yeah, bitch! See that shit? Fuck yeah!
You just drop kick that guy!
Fuck yeah, you did! I clotheslined him over the thing! How awesome is that? That's so cool! I love this game! I have no idea where I'm going. Oh yeah, I remember I'm going now. Just it's so fun. It's so much fun. It really
His
is.
gun is a zipline.
Yeah, because I have my grappling hook at this stage. It's okay. I've arrived.
Hey,
I heard you needed assistance. I am here to provide said assistance.
I think I'm done with this auction, huh? Oh yeah, me too.
Okay, so should I talk about things I'm not entirely in love with?
Alright, boys,
Fuck you!
too many people
That's
trying
mine
to
now.
leave.
So yeah, also that. You can disarm people with
Yeah.
a combo.
What's up back?
Shoot that thing.
There's that fountain just outside the ball.
Yeah! Fuck priceless art.
Where the fuck did he go? There's one right here.
Alright.
Move!
Oh. I like that in game.
What, a good shotgun?
No, when you can flip over tables as cover. Enter the Gungeon does it, and literally you just walk up to it and you go, "Whoa!"
Oh, joys.
We need to get the hell out of here.
Right, gone. Need a gun. But as you can see, at this minute, this is stereotypical third-person shooting.
Yeah.
You know, very flat, very like, okay, get behind cover, try not to die, that sort of thing. Oh, nice cover.
Just blind fire into that wall.
Grenade! Boom, sorted, no problem.
So I assume it's all, like, there's no, like the other ones, there's no kind of distinct cover buttons. It's just kind of, you float into it.
No, you hit 0. You hit 0.
I don't know.
But I have had issues with cover, like, because it's also roll, like, there, for example, like,
Yeah.
because it's also your roll button, you can have I have had issues where I'm, like, trying to roll to the next cover, but I end up just crashing into the wall and nothing happens. Fucking! Thank you. Jesus Christ. You can only have 2 weapons as well, which I think is a bit less than it was in the other game.
No, I think the other ones are always like that.
Right. Ammo up before I go out here. No, I need ammo. But there you go, there's a grapple of that. Oh, you could have just killed him when you went out there? Thanks, jackass. See, like there, for example,
Yeah.
is like...
Well, to be fair, he was also in that cover.
I don't know, I just have had issues with it. Oh, headshot. Grenade would also be lovely right about now.
Almost there.
But you see what I mean about the plots? Like, there's a nice build up to a climax
Yeah.
there. Like, there was stealth stuff, and then there was like, okay, there was a couple of bad guys, but now we're in a full-on shootout. I have loved like that so far because it does makes it feel special. Grenade! I didn't even see that there. Shit. Wait, is that a bad guy there? Oh, there he is. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, Sam just punched that
Yeah.
guy.
No! Well, this is
Whoa.
awkward. I get we're brothers and all, but maybe... Personal space, brother. Personal space. It's like gay chicken, neither of us is going to move. Right, fine, I'll move then. Oh, come on.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, I ran out of ammo. It's like the worst possible time for that.
Oh, what's up?
Move, move, move. Excuse me. Well, that was pleasant.
Oh, that was weird.
Bye. And now you'll get to see some of the gorgeous facial animations, and yeah, just it's so good.
I hope I don't go to hell for this. Shit. What? It's empty. What?
Oh, you're such an asshole.
That's something that they nailed quite well. Like the interaction between Sam and Nathan, you can tell they're brothers. Like there's that whole like give take thing that's just really really good, and they're like it probably becomes because Troy Baker and Nolan North are just phenomenal voice actors, but there's really good chemistry between them. But like look at those faces.
Yeah.
Like
Last of Us also had some fucking fantastic facial animation.
oh yeah, well this like Naughty Dog have learned from Last of Us. That Last of Us was so critically acclaimed. They've clearly learned a lot. Uncharted games have always been beautiful, like don't get me wrong, but just that this is like the facial animation is just on a whole new level now.
Let me guess.
He died. Well, by most accounts, yeah, but it means we have
Just goddamn, dude. Look at that. Look at the sweat.
Yeah.
Look at it glisten. Look at how it looks like Nathan Fillion.
Great. St. Dismas's Cathedral.
Wait a second. Hasn't been scouring that site for ages already?
Rafe actually is probably Rafe, who is the villain, is actually the best example of the character development because when you first meet him, I'm trying not to be spoilerish here, but when you first meet him, he's a dick, but he's not a villain.
Yeah.
But
the cathedral?
as he continues to look for the treasure, you can gradually see his sanity get worse and worse and worse until until the end of the game. Like, but,
Wait up. You
yeah,
do
Scotland,
realize
Nick.
that
Yeah.
You ready to go to Scotland?
Yeah, we can deal with that when we get there.
That psycho would like nothing better than for you to show up. Plus, he's got Nadine and her whole army to back him up.
Nadine is the girl that kicked my ass earlier. Just to clarify, she is essentially, if you think of this as a James Bond film, she is the henchman. You know, the one that can actually fight.
Yeah.
That is the
Batista.
yeah, Batista or Jaws or Odd Job.
Random task.
Random task.
Jesus, kid.
Look, it's just not that simple.
With all that you two have been through together,
She wouldn't understand this.
you are not giving her enough credit.
I can't take that chance. Nathan, he's right. Things have changed. Rafe's involved now, and I can take this on my own.
They address why he doesn't talk about Sam before, doesn't he?
Thank you for your
Don't they?
effort, both of you.
Yes, but I won't say why. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a spoiler. Yeah, they talk about why he's never talked about his brother before.
Why he suddenly has a brother, yeah.
Yeah. I like this.
Something on your mind, dear?
At no point does Victor truly trust
I
Sam.
realize it could be
Yeah.
easy,
And it's cool because you can see Nathan getting torn between the two.
and I'm sorry.
And it also adds into the guys, like into the player's mind,
Said that it was.
doubt, because you're more likely to
Long
trust
time for him to
Sully than you are to trust Sam.
Yeah.
See a gun to his head? He chose this.
So like for example here, like, you know, like,
You really believe that?
Why are you here, Victor?
Because somebody's got to keep an eye on
I just that's there's so many good character dynamics and there's always like different things and just dude, the writing is so good and it's so mature. Like it's just completely different to any other video game writing I've ever seen.
Just told her that.
Also, it's probably because it's the first time it's never just been centered around Nathan.
Yeah.
Like,
So come on,
yeah.
say. Sam could still use our help.
Well, I do.
look at that mustache.
Weather is particularly fine in Scotland this time of year.
Well, that's just a lie.
Yeah,
The
that's
weather
just
color is
typical.
just always terrible.
That's just Americans. Something that you won't see in this
Rafe's really going
on the
all in,
fence
isn't he?
about the game is they have vehicle sections,
Yeah.
which I won't have time to show you otherwise because
Have that graveyard all the way
there's
across.
no one point in this game which I could show you that would show everything.
Sully,
Hey,
listen, we're good to go here.
because of just how much there is in the game. Like between stealth and vehicle sections and set pieces and the climbing and the shooting and like there's just so much. I couldn't. Like, it would be an hour-long episode if I wanted to show everything.
Just
So yeah, just I'm gonna get up to a certain point here just to
Plan.
show the next, just a level of the verticality and stuff in some of the combat arenas. Also, this will show you a bit about kind of like how woo. Sorry. It'll also just show you a bit about how
was already abandoned.
like, I can pretty much go, like, this is massive.
Yeah.
Like, for an Uncharted game, which is usually you going down, like, mountain paths and all that sort of thing,
What happened between
this area here is pretty fucking
pretty sure
big.
he'd had enough of me.
And it's a good place for, like, to hide the treasures and stuff that they look for. Did I go this way? I don't know. No, this way. Yeah, so, like, this is I'm not sure this is new or not, but they have these sliding sections, so... Whee! Oh, no, that's alright.
With his frustration from not finding the treasure.
But, like, traveling through a jungle is... You'll come across either a lot of this or a lot of, like, traps and stuff. And it does add to the sense of you are an explorer. Whereas, in other Uncharted games, it was either the platforming stuff, then a walking bit where they talked, and then also, finally, that's your grapple hook, by the way.
should hold.
Or also, and then just in another combat arena. Whereas this, they've actually tried to add more... They've definitely tried to add, like, more to, like, that navigation stuff, and, you know... there's also, oh, don't forget there's also puzzle solving, which you would use with your journal stuff, which has been brought back from previous games. But the journal on this is a lot more aesthetically pleasing. Like, you'll find pieces of paper and slide them into your journal, and it adds up. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Oh, I got him! Sweet! That's cool.
Nice to meet you too, Shoreline. Seems like they were expecting us.
And like they're searching away from the cathedral.
We
Mine.
should get to that graveyard pronto.
Exactly.
No, I get it.
Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you. I've actually never tried that before. I wanted to see if I could do it.
Oh, we did. A little. This place is so big.
Yeah.
Without knowing where to look. Shooting in the dark.
Yeah. So, like, all this, all these ruins, 2 minutes, gonna be a fighting arena. Did you just hear a crunch? Or was that? Yeah, okay, fair
Doesn't
enough.
sound good.
Had several living quarters. Main one being by the
But, like,
of course.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, people, like, and the enemies climb up here as well. It's not just like I can. All the enemies will climb up as well.
At least no shoreliners.
Woo! And now I get
Now what
this.
do you bet?
Yeah, baby.
Dynamite.
Dynamite!
All that stuff, huh?
Hey, got the door open.
That was
Boom.
very loud.
Right.
Hopefully they didn't hear us.
Hopefully we just blend in with the other explorers.
And there's also, right, this is a weird thing. There's also, like,
There's a way up through
optional conversations you can have in here. Like, so as you're going through a level, you'll actually, like, it'll pop up a wee dialogue box above their head.
Yeah.
And you can talk to them, and they're just really random, but they're really, really nicely written. I don't know, I find it weird, but I thought it was quite nice. So obviously I'm flying through this because I've played this like 3 times now.
Take that.
I actually practiced this, so I wasn't shit. But normally you would run around, you'd try to find a box to help bring you up to there and all this jazz. 1 point shoreline should... Yeah, there we go. So if I jump up... No. Yeah, he does jump up like a little bitch sometimes. So what do you say? If I go... That's not what I wanted to do! Boom! Yeah, baby! And now this is mine. Oh, okay, so apparently this one's behind me. But yeah, like... So now, like, if I... See, like, that guy's up there.
Yeah.
That one is up there, too. Like... There is... But that is something that they've all...
Don't shoot your brother!
That's something they've always been good at, though, is like the enemy AI is quite clever. And it's never unfair. Like, they're just like, okay, yes, they know when they could run around and flank you. Oh, did not see you there. Like, they know when they could run around and flank you instead of just like, I'll stick behind this cover for the next couple of days and
pop up every so often to actually shoot you. One thing that was very good about The Last of Us as well, like the enemy reacted like you'd assume real people would, like when they know they outnumber you. Because it's one of those things, like, you notice it in a lot of games, like, enemies will obviously usually outnumber you, but they'll still go at you as if you're just, like, an army of people. Like, they'll just play it super safe, sit behind cover, and pop up occasionally. Rather than, oh, we outnumber this guy, why are we not flanking him or whatever?
There it is. No! Not yet! Ah! Fuck you! See, like there, like I tried to roll around to the other side and I ended up frickin'... Yeah! Come on, that's so badass. You cannot say that's not cool. Yeah, like there are times where like, so there's none in this area, I don't think, but like there's times when you're fighting on a cliffside, you'll run up, tackle a guy, jump off the cliff, hook shot around, and then land and tackle another guy from above, roll behind cover and shoot a guy in the head, and you will feel so badass. Like you will literally be erect with excitement about yourself. That you were able to pull off something that, and like it's not like a cutscene, you know what I mean? Like you did that, like it's skill. Like you could have easily fucked that up, but you used it. You timed everything perfectly. You kind of plotted the path. That's pretty much like that's what you want. Like it's skill based. Yeah. Like that's what sets this apart from other third-person shooters. Is like okay, perfect example, The Division. Like The Division was literally this. Like, I'll sit here.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, he sees me now. Okay, let's just go this way. Okay. Okay, next guy's dead. I'll run up here. Except you couldn't jump in The Division. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, that was what The Division was. It was cover to cover, no verticality, no fun, like, run up and then beat the shit out of someone.
No, you can't.
Damn it!
Brother.
But yeah, so that's Uncharted 4.
So Hans,
Yeah.
if someone was sitting on the fence,
You wanna move? Sam, move! Yeah.
if someone was sitting on the fence, and that fence was called Uncharted 4, what would you say to that person?
I would say, get off the fence. That seems like a really uncomfortable place to sit.
I'm pretty sure we've made that joke 100 times.
I've made it every time you've asked me that question. What would I say about Uncharted 4? I would say that
There. Come on, let's go.
it's great. It's really, really fun. It's not like a niche market, like say, because it is a third-person shooter. It's not a niche kind of weird. It's not like RPGs, you know. It's a third-person. It's actiony. It's fun. It's stupid. It's all these things. I would say it really is a lot, like just a lot of fun. It's like although it's immaturely written,
Alright, you think you can do that?
it's not at any point
Alright, let's see.
depressing. Like The Last of Us was a heavy, like it's heavy. This
Game is
isn't.
emotionally distressing.
This is a lot of fun to be had.
Clumsy.
Whereas, I know I don't need a hint. I'm explaining the game, dude. So I would say, like, plus there's so much to this game. Like I mentioned all the stuff, puzzle solving, shooting, the platforming, which I'm doing right now. The acting is phenomenal. The writing's great. Like
Sam, there's a ladder just out of reach.
the the action set pieces and like the driving bits, which came out of nowhere, but they did really, really well somehow. Like it all just adds up to make a really fun, interesting game that's still got a fantastic story. Like, it's clear that they've really learnt a lot from The Last of Us. So, honestly, I would say yes, like, get this game. It's a big release for a reason. It's a lot of fun. And, like, even if you're not good at third person, like, you didn't, maybe the capture didn't get it, but beforehand, like, you saw how many, like, difficulty settings there were for this game. Like, the first Uncharted was quite punishing. It really, like, you could easily not been very good at it. In fact, I was terrible at the first Uncharted game. But this has like the game, something that's become quite common now is like the narrative setting, which is the game is so easy you can breeze through it, and just enjoy the story, which is a nice touch because there are casual gamers out there who might not be as good at third-person shooters. So I would say, look, you're going to enjoy this game no matter what. I would say this is a definite buy. And if you have a PS4, no other thing, just a PS4. Suck it, Microsoft. Just get this game. It is so much fun. It's not long either. Like, you know, it's like an RPG where you have to feel like you have to devote 100 hours. It's as long as it needs to be. Which is, honestly, I couldn't tell you how many hours I put into it. Not to mention, also, there's multiplayer. And coming from someone who fucking hates multiplayer, the multiplayer is really, really good. It's fast. It's the exact same as the shooting in this, but it's more. They have more grapple hooks, like points. So it's more. It's like even faster paced than the gameplay in the solo mode. So if you're a multiplayer fanatic, definitely also get this. It's just stupid fun. I literally cannot think of a reason not to get this unless you don't have a PS4. It's the only reason I can think not to get this game. That's all I have to. I'm done brown losing this game. Like, I can't say any more about it. It's great. I really enjoy it.
Cheers, Hans.
Oh, no worries.